Hello guys, and welcome to the second part of the Brit Champ career mode, where we take a British person this year, Jenson Button, to hopefully the world title, so let's go. And we're the second race this season at the Malaysian Grand Prix. As you can see, there's our one-stop strategy as per usual, and we're starting fourth on the grid.
Here we are again in stunning Kuala Lumpur, the location of the Malaysian Grand Prix. Sepang, on the outskirts of the capital, was designed to be a great challenge for the drivers, with wide sweeping bends, high-speed sections and tighter corners to create overtaking opportunities. The Malaysian Grand Prix is one of the most physically demanding events on the F1 calendar. Pretty much perfect weather conditions for racing here today, so we should see some very competitive lap times during this race. On pole is Felipe Massa. Next to him in second is Fernando Alonso. Third is Michael Schumacher. Jenson Button lines up fourth. Rubens Barrichello goes from fifth. Giancarlo Fisichella is next to him in sixth. Seventh spot on the grid for Kimi Raikkonen. Juan Pablo Montoya starts from eighth.
So there we go guys, I've started on fourth, very close to getting third actually. As a reminder, this is on hard difficulty. No racing line, and we're just trying to take a Brit to the top. That is the aim of the series, and we're starting off in the Championship career mode, Championship Edition career mode.
The grid has been cleared.
Here we go.
And the drivers set
showing the parade lap, as usual. So yeah, obviously we gotta get the tyres warmed up. As you can see at the bottom left, the tyres are blue, which shows how cold they are. We gotta warm them up. Obviously we need the back tyres warmed up so we can get a good launch, and we need the front tyres warmed up so we actually have decent performance and don't understeer for the first lap. Yeah, thanks engineer mate, I've already told you about that.
Make sure you try and get as much temperature to the tyres before you line up on the grid, as your tyres will cool as you're waiting for the rest of the grid to assemble.
Yeah, whatever mate. So, we haven't had such a good qualifying as we have done in the past, but we're ahead of our teammate, we're fourth, and Malaysia isn't one of my best tracks, especially this second sector. I always struggle with this second sector, specifically these two corners coming up. Never can get them right. But yeah, fourth. And this ain't one of my better tracks, but hopefully since we've had a decent qualifying, we can still get a good performance. A good result, rather. Because we're leading the championship, but only by 2 points to Montoya, or 4 points to Fisichella, but that's a good point, actually. Fisichella's in 6th. So hopefully we can have some cheeky team tactics going on, and Honda can get Barrichello to hold up Fisichella for us. Hopefully, but I don't think they'll do that. As you can see, we've warmed up one of our back tyres. Well, we've warmed up our whole left side tyres actually. But yeah, it's still reasonably cold. I'm thinking about it. Well, we're stuck on the grid. We'll have to wait for the others to get into their grid slot while we'll be stationary. So they'll cool down during that period. So I'm trying to get the back tyres warmed up, because obviously we need a good launch. We need to gain a few places off the start, because I don't trust my race pace, in honesty. I'm quite surprised to qualify fourth, but as you can see, what I'm doing here is I'm backing up the field, which is a bit cheeky, and I don't think you're allowed to. I think you have to stay a certain distance from the back of the car in front of you, which I obviously haven't done. But I'm backing up the other guys and doing burnouts. One, so I can warm up my rear tyres as I have done, and two, so I'm sitting on the grid spot a bit less. I know that is very cheeky of me, and that shouldn't really, that's not allowed, but you know, if I'm allowed to do it in the game, then I'll do it. So here we go, fourth on the grid. Ready for the Malaysian Grand Prix. There you go, everybody's lined up now.
Don't go anywhere. Turn up the volume and enjoy. Here we go.
Now we've started and we've gained two positions off the bat. Obviously our rear tyres have warmed up a lot, so we gained the Schumacher. And we're right alongside Alonso, but Massa, his engine's blown up already. He hadn't even started the race. So that's an easy place, and that's good because I think we're going to need all the help we can get around this track. But as you can see, we got past Alonso. You see, that's the benefit of having your rear tyres warmed up. Our front ones are still cold, so we've got to be a bit cautious, a bit defensive initially. Oh, yeah, ran wide there. As you can see, Alonso's a whole 10th behind us. And if we can just defend while our tyres are warming up, once they're warmed up, we should be fine. Yeah, running wide there. And these two corners, I always go too slow for them. I'm always a bit cautious. Wow, one run really wide there. And Alonso's right beside us. And he should be able to get past us, but apparently not. Oh yeah, but braking late there, and Alonso has nipped around us. That was inevitable in all honesty. So yeah, Alonso's got past, and we'll see if we can keep up with him, but me and the Honda around the track are not particularly good at it, and Alonso in his championship winning year in a Renault, I don't think we'll have much hope. You see, we've lost ground in there already. And as you can see, Massa's in the pits. He's retired because that's good, because that's effectively an extra place we gave. And Fisichella's in 4th. Oh no, he's battling for 4th or 5th. And Schumacher is trying up our inside. And we've locked wheels. Oh, that could have been bad, but no. He's given up the place and we're still in 2nd. And Alonso is pulling away. 1.3 seconds already. Wow. Here we go. So now we've only got 8 laps left in the race of the 12. And as you can see, Alonso's pitting in already. No, I've been told to pit in on the next lap. So I'm gonna, so we're going to need an amazing outlap. We were quite far behind him. See, Schumacher's only 4 tenths behind us, he's stuck with us. Luckily we've been able to gain a bit of a gap on Fisichella.
I think he must have more fuel left than Button now. If he just stays with him,
so here we go, we're coming in this lap. As you can see, our tyres are very worn, and Schumacher's been on our tail for a long time, so we've got to be careful with the tyres in as bad condition as this, but at least we're coming in at the end of this lap. And we're coming around this corner, and oh no, we spun! See, that I was saying that our tyres are in bad condition, and that's what can happen. If we drop down to 4th, which will effectively be 5th once Alonso comes back out. See, we're 4th, and Barrichello's pulled ahead from us, and Raikkonen's right on our tail. Now, here's the problem with this pit lane. I don't quite know where it is. There you go, I found it, and then I've run wide on this bit, almost to the Hamilton, back in 2008. And yeah, no, Raikkonen got past us in the pit lane. Now, I don't know if that's allowed.
Short filling is always an option.
You never know. We got no damage on our car, so we might be able to jump him in the pit stops, even though we were held up by him pulling into his pit box there. Hopefully, if we can get this right.
Plenty of activity down in the Ferrari garage now. We can see the mechanics preparing from our commentary box window.
Yeah, that was good. You see, 7.8 seconds. But look, Raikkonen's still got out ahead of us. As long as he held us up when we were going in, see? That is annoying, that is right there. That is annoying how we should have entered the pit before him. Here we go. We've got to warm up our tyres. You see, this has cost us a lot of ground in the past. As you remember on our first lap, we lost a lot of time. See, Raikkonen 7 tenths. Really can't afford to get that high. You see, I'm in 8th, Raikkonen 7th. But luckily, someone has just gone in the pits, I believe. Oh no, people are already in the pits. And we have jumped Yana Chuli, if I'm correct. There we go, so that's person to 7th. But that's only 2 points. Obviously, back in the day, the top 8 people scored points in 2006. But we're only 7 tenths behind Raikkonen with our tyres warmed up. So hopefully we can get in for some more points. And, ooh, dove down his inside, and we've done it. Just about, but we've done it.
With just a few laps to go, it looks like Montoya has raised his game.
And there's oil on the track apparently. Yeah, oh wow, yeah. It was around that hairpin as well, so I lost a big grip from there. Look, Alonso's won.
In first place and earns a well-deserved 10 points.
Yeah, nice one, Martin. So Alonso's won, but we're coming at the last corner to take a slightly disappointing 6th place, but still a few points to us in the championship. With Button comes 6th in the Malaysian Grand Prix.
The Sepang International Circuit has again been a wonderful venue for Formula One racing. It's typical of the Herman Tilke circuits of the modern era. It's been on the Formula One calendar since 1999, and it's maturing very nicely as the drivers and teams get used to that sharp turn 1 and the extended long straights. Very technical in sections with sweeping left and right bends that have the weight shifting around the car. It's always exciting to watch an F1 car driven in anger around here. We've enjoyed it, we hope you have too. We'll see you in 2 weeks' time in Australia at Albert Park for round 3. Until then, take care.
So we've come 6th, with obviously 4 non-finishers, one of which is Massa, so thanks to him. And we're joint 2nd in the championship with Montoya and Alonso, with physically 1 point behind us. Schumacher 5th with 8 points. And there you go. So the championship is really hotting up now, so I'll see you in the next part for the Australian Grand Prix.